The new documentary Powerless captures the images and the struggle Long Islanders experienced in the days following Hurricane Sandy. This new film by Beast of the East Productions focuses on the Santiago family of Long Beach who went without power for over a month.
Pretty much the story developed in itself. Like any other documentary, everything started to piece itself and fall into place. So we had covered, areas in East Meadow where Adam was affected, and then of course, Long Beach, it being hit the hardest and the worst.
What it was real. We as filmmakers, we always try to create a fantasy world. You try to create good stories and tell these stories, but you get to go home at the end of the day and you get to live a normal life. For us, this was real. Like coming down here and seeing the army and the helicopters in a curfew and seeing that people down here were coming out of their houses like it was some sort of apocalypse. It was nuts. Like when the Red Cross was coming around, they were like literally like waddling out of their homes. It was like something out of The Walking Dead.
Long Beach is like was a completely different planet altogether. It was just the devastation, like people's lives, belongings, like just strewn on the sidewalk, and it felt like a completely different place.
We really wanted to put something that people can see, what we're going through, and it was just really rough.
I like the beginning when it opens up and you just see that there's no working lights as you get down here. You just see there's nothing working down here. It's like a world that's just totally crazy. When we were driving down this way, there was like no laws anymore. Everything stopped from, I think, Sunrise Highway south. All of a sudden, it just seemed like a different world. So when we were capturing, I was like, look at this. There's boats in the shopping center. But when we were driving down, we were catching light after light that was off, and it was, wow, that's nuts. And then we were down here when we met the Santiagos when they were out. I felt their frustration. I think that captured everything. We picked up this camera, I think it was maybe 9 days into it or something like that. But the reason why we picked it up so late, people always have asked why we picked it up so late, was because we never thought it was going to go on that long.
They went without power for a month, at least a month, actually a little over a month. And their story was the most powerful that we came across through all the other families that we interviewed and we followed and we documented.
Beast of the East Productions has decided to donate any and all proceeds from the film to help rebuild Long Beach's local programs. You can help by checking out their film on their website at botep.net/22powerless.html and contributing to their Indiegogo fundraiser page.
People can afford $5, $10 to throw towards something good, and that helps towards their programs that they're trying to rebuild out here. There's, the rec center over here. There's a bunch of programs that were cut, unfortunately, in Long Beach that, the money had to be shifted elsewhere for cleanup and putting people's lives back together. So we want to make it as normal as possible back down here again.
They also plan to show the film at the Long Beach Film Festival in August. In Long Beach, Collora reporting, Long Island Online News.